A blur.
Yeah, I don't even, I'm numb. I'm still numb today. I got to bury my son tomorrow, you know, and it's just been a lot going on. And my whole thing is, my whole life is, man, this is incredible. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, I still this day, it's been almost 2 weeks. I haven't heard from nobody. Has nobody called? They still ain't nobody called me or try to find me. And his ID is my ID, so his number is my number. So they can. It's easy to come for the detective and say, hey, excuse me, knock on my door, excuse me, let me tell you what happened about your son, or let me, I don't know nothing. I had to find my son. They wouldn't even let me see my son that night. It took me a whole week before I can see my son.
And then let me just say that
Mr. Anderson,
he's in trauma right now.
Mr. Anderson,
yes.
You weren't allowed to see your son for a week? Please,
they wouldn't let me. I went to the hospital, and they said that we couldn't see him. They just said we couldn't see him. There was now, you know, when I go there, I'm going there. I'm looking for a detective. Somebody tell me something. But when I get there, there's nobody. I mean, the hospital is blank. It's silence. I'm going like, what's going on? You know, so I go ask the lady, and she tells me, hold on. So I wait. I couldn't go in, so I'm waiting for a long time. And finally, she tells me to come in, and then the doctor tells me, only thing he tells me is my son's deceased. I'm like, well, can I see him? Is it my son? Because you got to realize, you know, at this time, I'm going like, is it really my son? You know, I want to know, is it my son? Mm-hmm. You know, because this could be somebody else's child, you know. But, you know, I'm, in my head, I'm going like, yeah, it's mine, because everybody's saying this. But in my heart, I'm going like, you know, I need to see him I need to see him one time. Just to make, so I can see him. I couldn't see him that day. That was Saturday. It took all the way till Thursday. I just seen him just last week, just Thursday, and they had to, whatever they did to him and make him so they presentable, whatever it was. But I needed, you know, I got to finally see him, and then in my heart, I knew it was my son now. This is my son, because, you know, I wouldn't want nobody else's son. And man, this is incredible. These kids and the kids that passed, what happened the other day, you know, all this on this child. Man, this is incredible. These are kids, man. I'm 50 years old. Man, these are kids, man. They should have been stopped this a long time ago. It's starting to get, excuse me, but it's getting to the point, you know, where, you know, it's getting.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry.
Just really,
I'm so sorry, Mr. Anderson. I can only say this as a dad. You want to break Sean Hannity? I'm a pretty tough guy. That will break me. What you've been through.
Somebody did ask for this, and they need to come talk to me, and somebody need to come tell me something, because I still don't know nothing, and somebody need to come to my house and knock on my door and tell me something. But, you know, I don't know nothing. All I know is my son he got killed up there, and he's just a 19-year-old. No, that's Horace Lorenzo Anderson. That's my son, you know, and I loved him, you know, and that was my son, you know.
Got your family. Don't worry about
everybody. I could tell you, sir, and Andre, I didn't want to cut you off earlier, but, you know, on this show, we've done something. We have every weekend hundreds of kids shot, people shot in Chicago, killed every weekend. We get a death toll. Nobody knows their names. These are American kids, grandmothers, grandfathers, moms, and dads. We're the United States of America. We can fix this. We don't fix this. And you do it by right policing, training police, non-lethal weapons. You do it with a police presence, not demonizing. Everyone agreed what happened to George Floyd can't ever happen again. It was not a political issue.
Right.
How do we function as a society if we don't protect our children?
And I feel for his family, too. No disrespect.
Of course you do.
When it comes to my son, I feel like
it's personal.
Just like you saying that, somebody should have helped my son. He needed help. He needed paramedics. He needed the police to come in. Somebody was supposed to go in there and help my son. You know,
Can I
shouldn't have
play you
been
something, sir?
Just anybody helping him. They should have came in there and helped my son. And even after